Hello there, I'm Lloyd Evans. Welcome to The Bunker. It's time for another voicemail. Today's voicemail has been left by an anonymous caller. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Hi, Lloyd. Well, my story is long and complicated, but I'll keep it short. I met a woman online about 2 years ago through a dating app. Turns out she is a Jehovah's Witness. Obviously, we know she was doing this in secret, and we are dating in secret for 2 years now. I feel that she is half in, half out with this cult, this organization. And in this time, I have done plenty of research to know what it is and what it does and what it was and what it is now and what it's all about. Yet I don't want to lose her. And she willingly dates me in secret. Things between us are, well, I'm not going to get too personal, but that's my business. But we're very physically intimate and we love each other very much. And, in the beginning, she almost ended the whole relationship because of, the rules and circumstances. And I faked it and I pretended. I said, well, I want to know God. I want to be a part of this, which I don't, because I don't believe any of it. I was raised Roman Catholic, and I learned long ago that most of man's interpretation of all of this and the implementation of the Bible is bullshit. It's meant to control people and take their wealth and discriminate and hate and war, torture and belittle women and gay people and black people and people of color. And really, any asshole that gets their hands on it, just like in the film, if you ever seen the film The Book of Eli, it's used as a weapon. And that's how I've always viewed all of this. And I still hold that view. But early on, to keep her, I lied and said, I want to know this. So I started studying, and I've been studying with a Bethelite for about a year and a half now. And I do it every week. I attend virtual meetings every week, even though I put it on mute and leave the phone in the other room, and I don't listen to any of it, and I don't care. And I think a lot of it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. But I know this woman is half in, half out. And I've put seeds in her head to let her know that I feel this way, that it's illogical this way, that these people that call themselves your friends are really just your observers, and this is all ridiculous. And I know she hears me, and I know she knows that she knows what I'm saying is logical, but she's just not there. She's not budging. She's right on the tippy toes of diving into the pool of logic. And I was hoping that maybe you can share some advice for myself and many others that are dating Jehovah's Witnesses that are not Jehovah's Witnesses, but Jehovah's Witnesses that are dating regular, normal, logical people in secret, that are tiptoeing on the edge. What do we do? Should we stay in these relationships? Should we stop these relationships? Is there a margin? Is there a line when don't bother, break up with this Jehovah's Witness person? Or is there something else we can do, something we can say? Because putting him in front of videos like yours or others is not going to work. Putting logic in front of them won't always work, but there must be a discussion. There must be an answer to this. I humbly ask you to discuss this. A non-Jehovah's Witness dating a Jehovah's Witness that is a Jehovah's Witness that is on the cusp of leaving. So what do? I ask you, my friend, take care, and I hope to see many more videos.
Well, thank you so much for that fascinating message. I think you might be surprised at how many people find themselves in this sort of situation where they are dating or having some kind of relationship with a Jehovah's Witness who is leading a double life. Yeah, this happens quite a lot because unfortunately we're dealing with an organization that is riddled with sexual repression, where normal relationships such as yours are frowned upon unless there is marriage involved. And maybe you don't know this, maybe you do, but your girlfriend will be under a lot of pressure to not marry a non-believer. And I don't know to what extent she is keeping you a secret from her believing family members. But yeah, those are the rules. You can't be disfellowshipped for marrying a non-believer, but it's heavily frowned upon. What's even more frowned upon, obviously, is fornication, is having sex outside of marriage. So that's a whole other issue. It seems as though she's happy to bend the rules in one way, but not in another way. I'm just going to be honest here. I think this is a messed up, unhealthy situation. It would be unhealthy for teenagers to be sneaking around in this way. It's even more unhealthy for grown adults to be in this scenario where things are kept secret, where they're in a relationship that people can't know about. You mentioned at the beginning you've been dating in secret for 2 years. Just take a step back and think how that sounds. You know, imagine meeting someone for the first time and they say, oh yes, I'm married. I have a wife and 2 kids. How about you? Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. We're dating in secret. You know, it's not a normal situation to be in. It's quite frankly not a healthy situation to be in. If there is any element of sneaking around, of being dishonest for years, you know, for years this has been going on, I think you need to take a step back and try and evaluate this situation. I know it's difficult to be objective when your heart's involved, but just try and be brutally objective about this situation. Is it really healthy for 2 adults to be living like this? Now, it could be that this relationship of yours does have a future. It just needs to change dramatically, either by, I don't know, you joining the religion, or which seems unlikely, or by your partner waking up. It could be, for all I know, that there's mileage in this relationship. I think the deciding factor is, I'm just going to be brutally honest, how much do you love her? How much do you love this woman that you're talking about? For me, the very fact that you can discuss the possibility of breaking up suggests that that is not unthinkable. And if it's not unthinkable, that suggests that though you do love her to some extent and you have, you know, your feelings for this woman are sincere, that it's not like inconceivable that you break up. And if that's the case, I do think, I mean, I can't give you advice here. I'm no love doctor. This is your life, and you need to make the decisions. Huge caveats wherever you need them, huge disclaimers, but you need to really ask yourself, you know, is this a healthy relationship for me to be staying in? Is it not time that I find somebody who is not ashamed to have me in their life? Do I not deserve that as a grown-ass man? That I have a partner who's proud of me, who loves me for who I am, and will show me off to anyone, and doesn't keep me locked away in a cupboard? That would be my question if I were in your shoes. Because you say, oh, I know my girlfriend is half in, half out. I know my girlfriend is just on her tippy toes. I'm sorry, you can't know anything. Because that's the whole thing with cognitive dissonance. You describe a situation in which your girlfriend's just on her tippy toes, and just the slightest gust of wind, and suddenly she's going to fall into this pool of truth, as you put it, and wake up, and there's going to be this happily ever after. Not how it works. Not how it works. I would advise you to do some research into cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance can go on for years and years. Without wanting to go into too much detail, I have an aunt who was, as you describe, half in, half out her entire life. Her entire life, she had feelings against the organization, thoughts against the organization, and at the same time was defending it. If she were to write down all of the thoughts that she had and hand them to her elders, she would be disfellowshipped as an apostate. But she kept those thoughts to herself, or only to a very small circle within her family, and spent her entire life flying the flag for Jehovah's Witnesses. That's how long this can last, this half in, half out state. That's how cognitive dissonance works. It allows the brain to entertain two completely conflicting positions, potentially indefinitely, or until the person dies. So I would get rid of this assumption that it's just a case of waiting for this gust of wind and plop, your girlfriend's going to be in the pool of truth and she's going to be awake. That whole way of thinking, that definitely needs to change. Regardless of what happens, your girlfriend is in a very serious situation of cult indoctrination, and there is only one person who can wake her up. And I've got news for you. It ain't you. It's her. She needs to be ready to go down this journey of waking up, and she needs to be not just willing, but enthusiastic to commit to finding out whether she's in the truth or not. It's not your duty as her boyfriend of 2 years to wake her up. And in fact, you're in a situation where you need to ask yourself, do I want to commit to a relationship where for the rest of my life, I am this dirty secret? I am this person who shouldn't really be there, or who needs to commit to this harmful group if I'm to be recognized? Do I deserve that sort of treatment? Frankly, love covers over a lot of things, and it could be that your love for this woman is so strong and so powerful that you're willing to put up with quite a lot. But I would suggest that what you've spelled out is a toxic, unhealthy relationship, at least as things stand. I mean, who knows? Maybe it can be adjusted, maybe things can change on the part of either side of the relationship. But the way things stand now, I think you sense, from what I can gather in your message, I think even you realize this is unsustainable. So either things need to change on your side, or things need to change on her side. Or you need to really ask some serious questions as to whether this relationship is going anywhere, considering the fact that you're not teenagers, scurrying around having a secret relationship and Ma and Pa can't find out about it. You're grown-ass adults, and it needs sorting out, frankly. So that would be my advice. Probably not what you were expecting to hear, but those are my thoughts at least. And again, just to stress that I'm no love doctor, I'm no relationship guru. You need to make the call. You need to make these decisions. I won't be held responsible for any children that don't end up being born as a result of me giving this advice. But that's pretty much all I have for you. If you would like to leave a voicemail, the thing to do is visit speakpipe.com/Cedars, remembering to indicate clearly if you don't want to have your message broadcast on my YouTube channel. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lloyd Evans channel for more such videos. And as always, thank you for watching.